Good afternoon, Renee. How are you?
Hello, Tina. How are you? I'm good. I am excited and
Yes.
everything. I see that we are live, and that looks wonderful, Tina. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Uh-huh.
indeed. Uh-huh. I am
Yes.
so excited to see you always. Are you doing good? How's everything?
Yes, I'm doing great. My eyes just decided to do other things today, so I got on my regular glasses. So hey.
Okay. I understand. Many
Hmm.
things, many things, many
That's
things, many
true.
things.
That's true. Hmm.
So yeah, I can say it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, feeling
Yes, it
good. I
is.
hope everybody else out there is feeling good in Power Upland. This is the Power Up Show with Renee and Tina. We say hello and shout out to everybody that is tuning in with us. So glad
Yes.
that you are here. And boy, oh boy, Tina, do we have a great show today?
Yes, we do.
Great
Yes, we do.
show today, girl. It's me and you, and our topic is the pain we feel.
Yes,
The
yes.
pain we feel. And there have been many people that have been asking, when are we going to address what's happening all around the world, this COVID
Hmm.
19 and the
Mm.
the social injustice things that are happening and what have you. And there are people that look up to us as business leaders and all in the
Yes.
community. So you know what? Today is the day. We're gonna talk about it.
Yes, it is. And it needs to be
Today,
talked about. Yes, it
well,
needs
today
to.
is the day. So people, everybody has opinions. Everybody has various views. I'll say
Hmm.
on how they feel about what is going on. And today they're going to hear how I feel. They're going to hear how you feel, and we're going to bring it to you to not only from a personal point of view, but how we are affected in the model acting industry.
Oh
So
yeah.
we're going to
Yeah.
talk about it today. We are
Okay.
going to talk about it today. Our topic, the pain we feel, the pain
Yes.
we feel.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the show. Welcome to Power Up with Renee and Tina. The Power Up Show is brought to you by CAMEO Models International. And the meaning of CAMEO, the C is Christ, A is anointing, M is to manifest, E is to edify the Lord. O is the opportunities of God's purpose and plan for you, for me, for Tina, for all who enter our doors. We're so excited
Yes.
about that. I'm like, woohoo, give all praises to Father God on everything that we do. And, the show's focus is always going to be purposed to be able to bring updated information and knowledge and great value and really good content to those that are actually looking to get into the modeling acting industry the right way and stop
Hmm.
floundering around. Stop it.
Exactly.
Stop it. Um,
Exactly.
we share what we know, the experiences and all that we have been in to help you, to guide you, to lead you, to be better, to be greater, and in the end, hopefully, have you to have gained something, some kind of value out of
Yes.
what this platform is all about, simply to help you to succeed. That's it,
Hmm. Hmm.
to help you
Exactly.
to truly succeed. So, before I get going, and Tina and I get all excited about everything. We like to empower
Yeah.
you, so I'm going to do just that. And I just want everybody to know that God can uh, just bring about manifestations in your life. God is able to manifest your dreams. Yes, He
Hmm.
can. Yes, He can. First, I want to encourage everybody to be this change that we are shouting about, to be this change that you really want to see, and put that vision in your mind and really and truly be about it. Be
Hmm.
about it because
Yes.
Black lives do matter. Black lives do matter. Be that change that you
Hmm.
are talking about because God is able to truly manifest your dreams.
Yep. He sure is.
So, Tina, I
Yes.
want you to take it away with our sponsors.
Yes. Our first sponsor is CVE, which is Christian Vision Entertainment. You're going to go to www.watchcve.com and get that subscription. The first month is free. After that, it's just $2.95 each month. And of course, Color Me Fabulous, Fierce, and Beautiful with Flory Roberts, and contact Miss Renee Lacy so you can get your beauty on with your skin and make sure everything is lifted, moisturized.
Oh yeah,
Even in
oh
the
yeah, oh
summer
yeah.
month, it's still important to make sure you still moisturize. Don't neglect your skin and your beauty. Yes,
Come on.
indeed. And yes, indeed. And you're going to go ahead and go to our website and make sure you share that with your friends and whoever's on whatever lists that you're on. That's www.cameomodelonline.com. That's www.cameomodelonline.com. And of course, you're going to check us out on our YouTube channel. When you go to the
Do that.
YouTube, you're just going to put
Yeah.
in Cameo Models Internationale to access us on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And thanks for sharing. Make sure you share this video too and comment and like and love. Thank you so much because we love you.
Yes, indeed, we love you. So excited about that. And we want to remind everybody, 7 weeks of power is coming up at Cameo Models International. Registration is on, and popping. Don't miss
Yes.
out. Don't miss out. Get
Yes.
registered for 7 weeks of power at Cameo Models International. Tina, are you ready? Are you ready,
Yes,
girl?
I'm
Are you
ready.
really,
I'm
really ready?
ready. Yes, I
You're really,
am.
really ready. Okay, okay. Let's just go on and give it to them. Come on now. Come on.
Yes. Tell me
Tell me
something
something
good.
good, girl. Tell
Tell
me,
me,
tell me,
tell me,
tell
tell
me.
me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know
Um,
what, Tina? What I want to know before we go deep into our topic today, how
yes,
was your holiday weekend? How was it?
it was great. I had a great time. Of course, me and the husband, we cooked and everything, had food
What
and
you cook?
stuff.
Tell me what you cook. I want to know what you
Well,
cook.
well, my husband, he is fabulous at the grill. He definitely did the ribs and we had
Ooh,
chicken and everything.
really?
He had some of his traditional Puerto Rican food. He has some plantain and some fried breadfruit and all kinds
Girl,
of
that
things.
ain't fair. Stop it. Cut it out. You know what? Like you
Yes.
had me at the ribs, and then when you had me at the plantain. Get out of town.
Yes.
Gee, that ain't fair. It ain't fair. Oh Lord, Lord, Lord.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Hmm.
I had the opportunity to actually just chill. It was quiet and everything, but I had a chance to finish one of the shows I've been into over the weekend, and that was
Okay.
Hell on Wheels. With it featured
Okay.
an actor by the name of Anson Mount, and
Mm.
also um, I can't even say his name now. The rapper, I can't say his name. Um,
Common.
Common, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Two phenomenal actors, and an
Yes.
awesome, awesome show. I do recommend it. 5 seasons, I recommend it to anybody. But I got a new Hollywood crush, girl. Good God. Yes,
Oh my
I do.
goodness.
Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And his
Yes.
name is Anson Mount. And
Okay.
he played the lead character, Colin Bohannon. Good God. Woo, woo.
Awesome.
I,
Awesome.
I have fallen in love with the character and fallen in love with Anson Mount. Ooh,
Yes.
I can't wait to find out what his next project is and what have you. But I'm like, move over my old crushes. Yeah, and Antonio Banderas. Yeah, go now, go
Hmm.
now.
Okay.
Sylvester Stallone. Go, bye, y'all, bye.
Uh-huh.
Uh
Uh-huh.
huh. It is Anson Mount. That's my boo. Come
Yes.
on now.
Yes.
So Tina, do you have a Hollywood crush? And I want to know who.
Well, may he rest in peace. I've always been a Prince girl, no question about it. But more so, I like his musicianship more so. And I just felt a genuine love for him, you know. But I do have another Hollywood crush. And when I told people this in high school, they thought I had completely lost my mind. I used to think David Bowie and Keith Richards from the Stones were kind of hot
All
for me.
right, man.
And Jeff
Okay, okay.
Goldblum. And Jeff Goldblum.
Ooh, yeah, you Jeff Goldblum. Yes, I could agree.
Yes, indeed.
Mm.
Yes.
So
Uh-huh.
Tina, with these gentlemen that you are mentioning,
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, are any of their traits depicted in your male types? Maybe pre-Bobby. Now I ain't trying to get into your thing, you and Bobby. Now you know what, you know what. Um,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, are any of the traits that they carry on screen?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that you found any of those traits in your men folk?
Yeah, I like the intellectual types, and my husband is definitely that, you know. I guess that's the Jeff Goldblum. And I like some of the quiet type. Just say Keith Richards, he has the bad boy thing. So I was like, nah, I know that's not good to have in a long term.
See,
Not at all.
yeah, and if anybody watched Hell on Wheels and you paid attention to the character Colin Bohannon,
Mm.
bad boy all the way, but
Uh-huh.
he had the intellect to go with it in
Okay.
reference to his business dealings. And
Okay.
then he had that gentlemanly, sexy, suave thing going on. All
Uh-huh.
of it was all mixed up into one. And I said, okay, where is that? Where is that? Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness. Yeah, and
And
I
you
can
know
honestly
what?
say,
Uh-huh.
what?
I have a thing about hair. My husband has a ponytail, so I braid his ponytail almost every other day because it's kind of
Oh yeah, yeah,
long.
yeah.
So I like
And
hair.
this character had that hair. And I mean, yeah, it just added to the character piece overall. I said, whoever put this together, yeah, they were right. I said, if there were women involved, men involved, and working on that particular character, oh, they hit the nail on the head with that one. As far as
Yes,
my take, yes,
yes,
ma'am, yes.
yes, yes, yes.
Cullen Bohannon, that character kept me coming back. I said, God, I gotta watch him again. I gotta watch him again. And I did
Mm-hmm.
finish the season, and I'm so sad that the season is over. I said, Lord, I just gotta start it again until I find him in something else. You hear what I say?
Yes.
Ooh, girl.
Yeah, you should
Yes.
follow him on Facebook and see if he got an Instagram account and see if you
Oh,
can.
I'm following. I got a new Hollywood man crush. Yes. Yes. Anson Mount. Yes. I'm gonna put it up
Okay.
on my page for sure, for sure. That's oh good God. Love me
Awesome.
some him. Yeah, for real,
Mm,
for real, for real, for real.
yes,
Girl.
indeed. I'm telling
And
you.
you know what? We got some other
Hmm.
good news because I want to share with everybody. And if they haven't seen the post, you and I are expanding globally.
Yeah.
And we have a grand opportunity to, as we received the invitation the other day, we are going to be heard on the Studio W Buzz Network
Hmm.
worldwide. And wow, Tina, now that's some good
Awesome.
news.
That is awesome.
That
That
is
is
some
very
good, good,
awesome.
good news. I'm so
Hmm.
very, very proud of the invitation, and I pray that we honor that invitation and do well. It just gives us another platform of
Yes.
true expansion to be able to reach out to hopeful models, actors, getting them started in the industry, and just the
Hmm.
whole connection globally from
Yes.
LA to New York to DC, down in Texas, all the way over there to St. Croix and Jamaica and
Hmm. Yes.
England and Spain and the United Kingdom. Come on,
Yes.
Tina,
Yes.
Tina,
Yes. Our dreams and prayers are
being
here.
answered.
Yep.
Yes, they
Being
are.
answered. Being
Yes,
answered.
they are. So
Yes.
excited about it. So
Hmm.
congratulations to you. Yeah.
Congratulations to you too. I'm
And
telling
thank you.
you.
Thank you. It's quite a blessing and it's a pleasure to be on this ride with you, Tina. Yes,
Oh,
indeed it
yes,
is.
it is. And thank you
Wonderful.
so much for having me
You're
here.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.
It's wonderful. I thank God for the both of us and our gifts and skills and what we're bringing forth to the airwaves
Hmm.
and the people that He has out there hearing and listening and opening up windows and doors of opportunity.
Yes.
What a blessing. It's that prayer of Jabez. Our territory is broadening
Yes.
across the horizons. Thank you, God, for blessing me. Thank you,
Hmm.
God.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Hmm.
So, Tina,
Awesome.
let's talk about it. Our topic today, the
Yeah.
pain we feel, the
Yeah.
pain we feel. And before we
Yes.
get into it, I have a brief commentary that I'm going to carry everybody through. And
Mm.
I'm a writer, as you all know, and I want people to feel my heart in this as we dive into our topic today, the pain we feel.
Yeah.
You know, independence feels different. Follow me,
Hmm.
everybody. Independence feels different. Real independence. It's just not being treated the same, not anymore. The
Mm,
shift is in the atmosphere. The shift is happening as you and I speak. The
mm-hmm.
USA and the world is in an unrest, and
Yes.
independence feels really, really different. We feel different. We
Mm-hmm.
feel the sting. We feel the oppression. We feel the knee to the neck. Oh, the pain that we feel.
Yeah.
We feel divided. What's been done for you or what's been done to you. Some benefit from what was, and some are burdened right now by
Mm-hmm.
what is.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, the lies that have been told, the lies that we have
Yes.
been living in for years. I
Mm.
read a quote by Denzel Washington that said, anything you practice, you will get good at. And that includes BS and lies.
Yes, that's a good one. Wow.
Now, let me address the violence that's going
Mm.
on. It is unspeakable. It is heartbreaking. It is heart wrenching.
Yes, it
I
is.
understand people's anger. I
Mm-hmm.
do. But I do not understand gun violence. When you get a child that is shot in St. Louis, when the little girl in Chicago, 7 years old, was shot innocently, when the little boy in Washington, D.C., 11 years old, going to his aunt's house to pick up a charger, gets shot, when the little girl
Mm.
in Atlanta, 8 years old, gets shot, when Ricky Smiley's daughter in Houston gets shot 3 times going to a Whataburger. What? We can't go
Wow.
to get a hamburger no more? We gonna get shot every time we go out? What's going on, people? The pain we feel.
Mm.
We have a responsibility to our forefathers as a people to do better. We have a responsibility. The
Yes.
violent actions are hurtful. They are harmful. The violent actions are deadly. They are costly. The violent actions are unjustified, undignified. The violent actions are embarrassing to the human race.
Yes, they are.
Totally
They
embarrassing.
are.
We have a responsibility to listen, to stand up, to speak up, to be about the change that we have hoped for. Not with the guns. It's not by killing innocent children. It's
No.
not by taking down your own kinfolk within your intellect
Yes.
through the pain that we feel.
Wow.
It's using
Mm.
your intellect now through the pain we feel. The shift is here, and people
Yes.
at the legislative table are ready to listen to you. Put the guns down.
Yep.
Put them down.
Mm.
Let's talk
Yep.
intelligently to raise up the consciousness and the awareness that we have been praying for and hoping for
Yes.
years. For years. So yeah, the pain we feel,
Mm.
I'm saddened very
Me
much
too.
so.
Me too.
And I want to start with the pain we feel in my own industry with the top models. I don't know if you all are even aware of top Black models in the industry, but it started years ago with Danielle Luna, 1945 to 1979. She was the first Black African American female model. We have Beverly Johnson, Naomi Sims, Veronica Webb. We have Rashumba Williams. We have Beverly Peel. We have Iman from Somalia. We have Naomi Campbell from England. We have Tyra Banks. Top
Yes.
female models. Now, the pain we
Mm-hmm.
feel is in the pocketbook. Because
Mm.
you can look at Danielle Luna. She was between a 5 million and it dwindled down to $1 million model. You can look at
Mm-hmm.
Beverly Johnson. Her worth today is about 5 million. You can look at Veronica Webb. She's about worth 8 million. You can look at Iman. She's worth 100 million. You can look at Naomi Campbell. She's worth about 80 million. You can look at Tyra Banks. She's worth about 90 million. But
Mm-hmm.
flip the script. Flip the script. Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
You know, they listed the top white models. Come
Mm-hmm.
on now.
Okay.
And the top white models, they got Kim Kardashian in there at 350 million.
Wow.
Now, hers comes from reality TV show. They got Giselle Bundchen in there. She's worth 360 million. Come on now. Kathy Ireland, she's worth 360 million. Come
Mm-hmm.
on now. Heidi Klum, 90 million. Elle McPherson, 95
Wow.
million. Cindy Crawford surprised me, 100 million.
Hmm.
You I read about some ladies I've never even heard of in this industry, and the
Okay.
last name is Eccleston, Eckleston,
Okay.
Slavika Eccleston, worth 1.2 billion. But guess she's from
Wow.
Croatia. But her
Okay.
background says that most of her finances comes from a family trust. The richest,
Hmm.
which made her the richest model in the world. That ain't fair.
No, it's not.
That ain't fair. She shouldn't even be
Wow.
listed in that category.
Mm-mm.
You know, you got her daughter, Patra Eccleston, worth 500 million, and says that she made a lot of her money because she created a menswear line over there in Britain. Okay,
Okay.
and then you have a daughter of hers, Tamara Eccleston.
Mm-hmm.
She has her own television show over there in Britain. She's worth 300 million. Well, all of that is
Okay.
under the family crest. It's like
Yeah.
this, you were born into the silver spoon. So here you go. There you go.
Yeah.
This is for you.
So you got to
Okay.
be an heiress.
It gotta be
Ooh.
top team.
Mm.
But it also boils down to the advertising agencies and if they're going to be a part of the new conversation
Yeah.
and opening up their doors to Black talent to be able to represent their advertising products on television, in print advertisements.
Yep.
That's what it boils down to. Now, today we have some phenomenal new Black models that are making waves and headlines all
Yes.
across the world.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some top male models I want everybody to look out for and support. We have Broderick Hunter. We have Adonis Boso. We have Staniel Ferreira. We have Corey Baptiste. And we have Valentine Rontes. Look out for those men walking
Mm-hmm.
the runways of life. And then you have top female models that are making waves. You've got
Mm-hmm.
Jillian Mercando. You've got Winnie Harlow. Winnie Harlow is the lady that has the skin condition vitiligo. She doesn't like anybody to really
Okay.
talk about it because she's making headlines on her
Okay.
own.
Okay.
Okay, that
Okay.
just happens to be a skin condition that she deals with. She works with that, but she wants everybody
Okay.
to see beyond that, and see her
Yes.
gifts and see her skills. You have Lindsay Montero. You have Jordan Dunn. You have Ducky Thought. She's fabulous. She's the new face of
Okay.
Fendi Cosmetics for Rihanna.
Okay.
Yeah, you have Slick Woods. You have Adat Aki Bayor. She was a refugee from way
Hmm.
overseas. She's now top model. See,
Okay.
she didn't get nothing handed down to her. No,
Uh-huh. Okay.
God.
Okay.
You know, you
Mm-hmm.
have Jillian Mercando. Jillian suffers from multiple sclerosis,
Mm.
and she models her little butt off in that wheelchair. Yes, she does. Yes, she
Awesome.
does. You've got the
Awesome.
top plus size model. Her name is Precious Lee. She was the first
Mm-hmm.
plus size model who made it on the cover of Vogue. Yes. You have Maria Borges. You still have Kamora Lee Simmons. You do,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
have Alec Weck out there that's making waves. And yeah, Naomi ain't put down nothing. Naomi is leading into her 50s. Shoot, Naomi is kicking butt.
Yes, she
Okay.
is. Mm-hmm.
Ain't no doubt. And Iman is still modeling, and so is Beverly Johnson. So,
Yes.
those young ladies that paved the way and they hit that runway, from the old school. No, they still hitting and
Yep.
holding their own and really making big waves out there in the industry. And of course, Tyra Banks, so very proud of her
Yes.
and all of her platforms, from writing books to TV shows and
Mm-hmm.
uplifting today's young people in
Yes.
the modeling industry and giving them a platform to get going. Go, 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 Tyra Banks. Go,
Yes.
go, go. And I'm gonna shout out my own self, Renee Lacy. Yeah, you make it. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Ain't nobody putting no silver spoon in your mouth to be able to be the top director and training and coach in this industry. And girl, you making it. And you have made I have made many young people's dreams come true
Yes.
in this industry and
Mm-hmm.
working in the capital of Virginia
Yes.
to make it happen, which has not been easy. But
Oh,
we've been kicking and screaming all the way to the top.
yes.
And ain't
Yes.
about to stop. Ain't
Yes.
about to stop. I'm
Yes.
telling you.
And
We
one thing
doing.
I can say, you are doing it, Cameo Models International, because you have people that have made it to not just national and local, but
Right.
international.
That's exactly right.
International,
That's
you know.
exactly right.
Yes.
458 awards to our credit.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. It's not easy working in an industry where you know you're looked at as second best. It's true. If you're black, you're looked at as second best. They're going
Mhm.
to choose the blonde-haired white woman, blue eyes, over you.
Mhm.
It is the stone cold truth. And we're on this show today with hopes that
Yeah.
these thoughts, these old patterns of thinking will change.
Yes. And I'm optimistic. I feel like they are. I really do feel like they are, thank God. Because
I
it
do too.
has to. It
I
has
do too.
to.
I do
The
too.
populations are shifting and changing too, far as numbers.
Mhm,
So they won't have a choice but to
mhm,
change.
mhm. It's difficult to do business when you're opening up a corporate door and the first thing that's on your mind is, well, I'm black. I hope I make it. Not that I'm black. I'm gonna make it. You
Mhm.
know, and and that you got the best proposals and the best models and talent and everything that stand behind you that are already educated. They already have the skills and the talent to bring forth what that client and everything is looking for. So
Yep.
yeah, I am hoping and praying that those old ways of thinking definitely change across the world for sure.
Mhm. Mhm. Exactly.
Mhm. So Tina, take them
Exactly.
on to your pain. What you feeling?
Yeah, this brings up a lot of things. I mean, as far as growing up, homeschool. Luckily, my grandmother raised me, so she was very fiery. So she used to always warn me about things that you could possibly experience being a black person. And in school, I remember in elementary school, I used to come home. I was wondering how come I would come home. I'd want to sleep with my grandparents again. I'd always be crying, upset because I was experiencing racism as a 9-year-old child. Because when our schools had to be bused in Baltimore, I had a teacher, for some reason, she wanted to always keep me after school because I was talkative. But it was no reason to do that because other kids were doing it too. And I would used to have to walk home through this mostly predominantly white neighborhood by myself. And I would get taunted at. I was just a child. I was 9 years old. And I would come home. So for a while, I stopped sleeping in my own room. I had to go back to sleep. My grandparents put this other cot bed in front of their bed to sleep there because I would not sleep in my room. It took me a couple of years after that before I was able to sleep in my room. So I guess that's the way I dealt with trauma of experiencing that kind of racism and being called the N-word and things.
I think of
Hard.
an incident. It is hard. I think of an incident when I was in middle school, and my sister and I, we attended. We were at same grades. I was 2 years over her, and then she was in a lower grade. But I remember being traumatized at the bus stop in the morning by a white boy, and for some odd reason, he would just want to pick on my sister all the
Mm.
time. Pick on my sister,
Yeah.
and call names and this and that. And I would always be the protector. And when you bring that stuff home to mom and them said, "Well, you better take care of business because if you don't, you're gonna get a beat when you come in the door."
Yeah.
And you know, and
Uh-huh.
and so it would never calm down. It would get worse and worse and worse. And there was a particular day
Mm.
that we were sitting on the bus and getting ready to come home, and this white boy jumped up on the window and he spit in my sister's face and called my sister a nigger. And I said, "Okay, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna
Whoa.
get you." Uh-huh. This guy stood tall, 6 feet tall. Here I am, shorty, Renee. And
Wow.
and for some odd reason, yeah, I jumped off the bus and he started running. I chased him down to the ground. I straddled him in the street and started beating his. I beat him, okay. And I had
Wow.
a pencil in my hand, and I was about to just hit him like that. And somebody said, "You can't do that because that's the police commissioner's son." I said, "What? He messing with my sister."
Yeah.
Okay. And so
Mm-hmm.
it was a real physical fight and everything that was happening. And somebody said, "Y'all better run. Y'all better run. The police are going to come." We ran and ran and ran towards home. The police surrounded us and what have you. They got my sister, threw her in the back of the car. I'm telling her, get out, get out, get out. They grabbed my sister. The cop grabbed her so close to him that she was squeezing out and put a scratch on the side of her face with his badge. And while they still trying to handle me, somehow or another, we were able to break away from the police, and both my sister and I dashed home, running. Well, the police met us at the house, and my mother was like, they caught it, my mother, and had us in the house and everything. They were like, tell us what's going on. We told them what was happening. Long story short, they're like, the police are here. We need to talk to them. We're at the door trying to talk to police. Mama's like, shut up. Don't say nothing. Keep your mouth shut. So the police are saying that, yeah, we would have to come downtown to the police commissioner's office and sit and talk with them about the story, and that we could actually get jail time or get this kind of time or whatever kind of time. So long story short on that, we're sitting at the police commissioner's office, and still my mother and my stepfather are saying to me, shut up, don't say anything. We told some pieces of the story, and then we had to keep our mouths shut. Now, I don't know if it was because my stepfather was in the military, in the Air Force, and we were an Air Force family or whatever that was. We did not get the jail time. There's some kind of something, probation or something that was going on concerning me and my sister and that boy. Okay. And the NAACP actually came and wrote an article about the whole incident in the newspaper, because there was getting ready to be an uproar in the police department with that particular commissioner. I mean, it was a big deal. Yeah, really big deal. My mother found the article the other day. She found the article the other day, and she said she'll never forget the trauma and all that we went through in that situation, and how my sister and I needed to have protection and all at that time. They didn't know if they were going to have a cross burnt in their yard. We didn't know if we were going to be vandalized in the home that night. I mean, it was that kind of a threat and all that was over our head as a family. Based on that incident. But I wasn't scared.
No.
I wasn't scared. All I saw was you messing with my sister. You know, and it really just needed to stop every morning at the bus stop. And we can't go to school in peace without being harassed by that boy. You know? And so Renee Lacy took care of business. I did. You know, my mother used to call me her little Angela Davis, you know, and yeah, I was kind of militant in my childhood. I was, you know, why? And say it loud. I'm Black and I'm proud. I'm as equal to you as you are to me. Why? Why you doing this to me? Why you don't like me? Why? Why you doing this to my sister? Why?
Exactly.
It was always that. And then it was on top of that, it was like, yeah, you try to hurt me. Yeah, I got you.
Exactly.
It was, that's how we lived. You know, that's how we lived. You know.
And I never understood why certain people in society that don't like us, if you will, it's like they don't want us to do well. And even if we do well, they hate us even more. It's like,
even more.
Well, we're pulling up on the bootstraps, as you claim that we don't do, but we do it. And we've done it, and you've burned down whole communities that were doing it. All the jealousy. Really?
It's like you grow up and we all grow up with gifts. We have inner gifts that God has given us, and it's a matter of that person that uses the gift. It doesn't matter if you're Black or white, Indian, Asian, or what have you. Everybody's born with gifts, and we should all be able to appreciate each other within our gifts, no matter what our race is. There's one race, the human race, and we should all appreciate each other. If you're an inventor, if you're a scientist, if you like working on outer space, NASA. If you're an athlete, whatever that is, appreciate each other in our gifts. No doubt.
Exactly. And you shouldn't feel the need to tear down someone else just because you hate them, or maybe you're just plain jealous.
Well, let's talk about the pain that we feel at public places, because CAMEO Models Internationale has felt it. In certain venues and all that we have been in. And you know, our team we have a mixed team. We have a very diverse company and all, but when you walk in and there is when people are looking at you from a color perspective as opposed to
Yeah.
your gifts and talents.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get the funny looks. You're gonna get the you're gonna get it all.
Exactly.
You're gonna
Exactly.
get it. And we have experienced that at some of the local malls here in Richmond, Virginia. We have experienced it.
Yes. Yes.
Haven't we?
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
It's sad. It's funny, but not funny. It's like, okay, and this was a young person, younger than us. And I'm like, and you still have that kind of mentality? Really? And she
She was brought
talked
up
to
that
us,
way.
yeah, like we were children that did
Absolutely.
something wrong and we have to be.
Yeah.
It's like, no, and we did nothing. We just delivered what you wanted and already knew about. We delivered it and people were happy. So you're
Yeah,
mad
they
people
were.
were happy.
Oh, girl, that blew my mind. Blew my ever loving mind. You mad that people are happy. You mad that people are in here shopping. They spending money. The cash registers are ringing off the hook based on the show and everything that was delivered. And you gonna sit down and talk to us as if we on a plantation. I'm telling you,
Unreal. It was unbelievable.
unreal, unreal. And how did she put it? She said, the women that shop here are very, very conservative. And they
And the so-called women she was talking about, they were enjoying themselves and
they
dancing.
were
So
enjoying the
obviously
show.
she had the problem.
And as opposed to her talking around in circles, I asked a question point blank. I said, "You talking to us because we're black? Is that what it is? We're black?"
Yep.
She froze.
Mm-hmm.
Froze right in her footsteps.
Wow.
Hmm. I wrote a
Unbelievable.
letter on it. I wrote a letter on
Yeah,
it. I don't let that
definitely.
stuff step with me. I wrote
Definitely.
a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no doubt about it. But yeah, you get strange looks, strange people following you, strange because your team is of excellence, strange because your models are of excellence, strange things going on
Yes.
out there in the industry. And no matter what, we stand above, we are a step above all of that nonsense. It is absolutely ridiculous if you got that
Mm-hmm.
thinking going on in your head.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
It's horrible.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
horrible.
Talk about the pain we feel in corporate business challenges, because when you talk about
Yeah.
stinking thinking, when I was in radio advertising here in
Mm-hmm.
the great state of Virginia,
Mm-hmm.
um, the first place that I started was actually working at the reception desk, and I was a continuity director, and I did everything behind the scenes
Okay.
in radio other than sales. And I really wanted to get into outside sales.
Okay.
And everybody at the radio station was deterring me from it. They said, "No, Renee, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be out there. Girl, it's cruel out there. You just don't want to do that." And I said, "Why? Why?" They said, "Because of the way that I know that you can be treated out there in Virginia. These people
Wow.
don't think the way that you think." And all. I said, "You know what? I love sharing business and all with people. I love interacting with people." I said that kind of thinking, if it's there, it's on them.
Yeah.
That's not how
Mm-hmm.
I think. It's not how I was raised and all. And they said, "Yeah, it's so much prejudice out there, and we're just afraid that you won't come in here with the sales. You won't get have the
Wow.
expectation and all that you're expecting to have." Let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
something on the inside. I'll go deep. I'm gonna go deep.
Uh-huh.
I gained some really big clients when I was in radio advertising, based on my gifts and my skills and my ability to talk and be able to actually envision a client's business on radio advertising, which is a product that's intangible. You can't see radio, you can only hear
Yeah,
it.
that's
But I
true.
happen to get really, really, really good at it. And so I
Mm-hmm.
would bring in my sales. Some of my biggest clients was Bennett Funeral Home. They were a big one. It was like
Okay.
$10,000 a month. They spent some money. And Universal Ford. Anytime you get a car dealership, girl, they gonna spend some money with you. Okay.
Yeah.
And so yeah. And at home in the sales office, you want to be on the leaderboard, and you want to win. You want to be at the top of the board.
Mm-hmm.
For some odd reason I couldn't figure out. There was a white girl that worked with me on the team, a couple of white players and whatever. But bottom line, this girl would come in, and Tina, she would win every week. Come to find out, she was walking around with a mattress on her back. Okay,
Oh God, have mercy.
winning clients with a mattress on her back, winning
Wow.
favor with the sales manager, with the station manager, walking around with a mattress
Wow.
on her back. Oh yeah,
Mm.
oh yeah,
And
yeah.
that's so sad, other
Favor.
than, that's so mm. that's so life ruining for her. She may have gotten the financial, but how does that make her mind, body, soul, and spirit be?
I don't think it's a
That's
concern
bad.
on that side. I think she felt that as a winning attribute for her gifts and skills.
Wow.
For real, for real. See,
That's
so you
wow.
know, I find that to also be true in fashion and modeling and in raising up my industry, because favors will come your way
Mm-hmm.
if you can make a decision to do a favor for the party on the other side. And that is
Wow.
something that I have decided not to do in my life. If I
Mm-mm.
can't make my business successful on my own skills, my own gifts, the knowledge and all, and the value that I bring to this industry, then no, what kind of an example am I setting for my life, for my son, for
Mm-hmm.
my family, for the models
Exactly.
and all that are coming up with me? What kind of an example am I setting in reference to my business? So no, 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 no. I would never, never, never consider doing that, operating in that fashion
Yep.
in this industry. My blessings come from my heavenly Father, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
thanking God that He gives the
Exactly.
discernment to understand who we get involved with business with, how we should
Mm-hmm.
get involved with business with folks out there, and people that really want to do right business
Yep.
in this industry. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
favors,
It's
favors.
horrible. It's horrible. And I think I shared with you my experience. My sister-in-law was telling me, my sister-in-law is white, married to my older brother. And I never forget, I was still in my 20s living in Baltimore, and had a hard time job hunting, job hunting. It's like, what is going on? I have a degree and this and that and da da da. And so she wanted to sit with me and just to see what I had on my resume and see what was going on. And that experience, it made me feel, I can't describe it. When she told me, I showed her my resume. She was like, this is so good. This is great. And she was like, I got to tell you, Tina, and I know it. If you were white, you would probably be training in management or something right now.
Right.
That took something out of me. It's like some aspect of me at that time sort of gave up. The more I think about
But
it and realize it now, and it was like, wow, and she's Caucasian and she's telling me this. So it's
that
like
was really, really true, because I've experienced it with. We used to be a member agency of another organization. It was called the Models of the South, and Cameo Models was a member of that organization for a couple of years. And we would go down there. We would win really, really big down there. But there was a particular year that we had done the convention. We won really big, and I got a phone call from the owner. This phone call almost took me out, but the phone call was saying that I would no longer be representing the Richmond, Virginia, the region. That they decided to take one of my models, who was blonde hair, blue eyed, and make her in charge of the region for the Models of the South. This young lady had no experience, none,
wow.
none at all, but the color of the skin. She had a look that they wanted to represent this particular region, and they decided to choose her over me. Yeah,
Wow.
and it could have, that day, that phone call. I was hurting bad. Um, uh, I couldn't fathom what was happening. I said, you couldn't possibly be considering putting somebody in that position with no experience. And
Wow.
then once I gathered myself and pulled it together, I had to understand it from their perspective.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, not white
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay, no matter my skill, no matter my gifts, no matter, wasn't
Mhm.
white enough.
Yeah.
Make it
Yeah.
happen. It also happened with one of my big time television commercial projects here. They took that same girl and made her the lead in one of my top television commercial projects here in Richmond, Virginia. And it would
Wow.
sicken me every time the commercial came on television to see her face. I'm trying to
Mm.
tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Painful.
it is very, very painful. But Tina, it did not stop me. It did not block me from
Mm-mm.
the big invitation that was received by the executive director of the big M.A.A.I in New York City. When God closes one door, boy, he opens up another one that's bigger and better. And the platform that I was meant to be on anyway. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, I had my little pity party about it. Yeah, it's real. It's real. That pain is real. The pain we feel when those things are taken away from us, when you know that you are more than deserving. But when God has his reasons and you may not see them right then and there, you may not. But let the door close because he's got something bigger and better for you coming.
Exactly.
Come on now. All you got to do is hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Exactly.
Help is
Exactly.
on the way. Hold on,
Yes,
y'all.
it is.
Come on, y'all.
Yes,
Come
it
on,
is.
come on.
Yes.
Tina, let's talk about the pain we feel in family division and the color that divides.
Oh boy.
That's powerful now. Tina.
Well, I guess my family, I used to feel it a little bit, let's say in my neighborhood, in my community. People assumed because my family that raised me, my father's family, were lighter skinned. They thought we had advantages. And it's like, no, we don't. No, we don't. And now in my marriage, my family is definitely multicultural. And since my husband is Puerto Rican, and so a lot of them are married to different people of different ethnicities anyway. So I get a broad exposure to a lot of things and a lot of good food, I must say, because of that. So that's one good thing. But there is this little thing that you feel when you're a Black person.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I get a taste of that, the other cultural aspect of how they say that there's no racism and everything is fine, but that it's not. You start seeing things and it's like, okay, why is that parent treating that child differently than this child? Because this child is darker and this child is lighter, so they're treating the lighter one a little better. And they're not supposed to see it or know it. It's like, but I see it. It's like, And like recently, I had a family member by marriage that I love dearly. She put a post on Facebook that said something to the effect, if you're saying Black lives only, then you should say all lives. And I'm like, wow, does she not even get it? Which, it totally threw me off. And this was yesterday. And I'm like, really?
Right now, it's really and truly about the Black Lives Matter movement, and Black Lives Matter on all levels in our families, in our business dealings, in the way that law enforcement is handling Black lives. We matter. Those same issues are not happening on that side. Come on, y'all, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's just not happening on that side. When my mom told me a story of the color line and family divisions, because when she grew up, there was this thing concerning color. If you were not light enough, you couldn't marry into a particular family, and there was such a color divide back in the day. I couldn't even believe what she was telling me. You see, my mother's a pretty coffee bean color, and everything. But Black families had the color thing going on. When I came to Virginia, I understood that somewhere down here in Charles City, and I hope this is what I was quoted. Was there's this colony down here in Charles City that they would just marry each other just to keep the color line same. I said, what?
Oh. Matter of fact, when I first moved here, it was a fella that swore I was from there. I was like, no, I'm not from there. What are you talking about?
Me too, Tina. I got that. They say you from Charles City, ain't you? I said, what Charles City? I said, no, I'm from Washington, D.C. And so, yeah, Tina, I said, what the world? What y'all talking about?
And what's so ironic, I know the same time he said that to me, there happened to be a program on the news about that community. They would say they were the Black and Native American descent people that try to still maintain that bloodline. I'm like, oh, ain't that something? I said, no, not part of that. Although I'm of Native American descent, but it's like,
yes,
hey.
I am too. I am too. The bloodline is from Irish to Cherokee to white blood to what's the other Indian? It's two types Indian blood in me and all of that.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm of the human race. Come on, y'all. Come on. And I want to clear this up right now. There was in order to come on board with Cameo Models International, somebody put the rumor out there that no, if you were dark skinned, that you would never have a way to get into Cameo Models International based on Renee Lacy and her model selections. I said, you know what? People will do anything. If they hate on you and put any type of a lie, misconception out there about you.
Yep.
And if anybody knows anything about Cameo Models International, we have always been diversified, always.
Yes, always.
From the whitest to the darkest skin. You are welcome into the doors of Cameo Models International. There is no differentiation ever, ever, ever at Cameo.
Exactly.
Never.
Races, colors, shapes, and sizes.
All shapes and sizes, petite, tall, plus sizes, trendsetters are welcome.
Yep.
But I feel like this. If the person who is putting it out happens to be of the darker complexion, that's where the colors divide.
Yep.
Because yes, girl, and they create the division amongst themselves.
Exactly.
If you would just simply believe in yourself and step up to the plate and give your own self an opportunity, I don't care how chocolate you are. Come on in here and show me what you got. Show me what you got.
Got that right. You got
Don't
that
be putting that mess on Renee Lacy. That's your hang up. That's your hang up.
Yep.
Okay? Not mine. It's about showing me the gifts that you have at Cameo Models International. Show me something. Show me what you got. Show me what you're working with. Bring it to the table. And we'll see if you got what it takes to match the business platform's steps to success at Cameo Models International. You know, people will use any excuse to tear you down. Any excuse to pull you down. Any excuse to be the crab in the basket. Girl, I heard it all when I heard that one. And then quick to turn behind your back and they gonna praise you up in front of your face and then turn behind your back and call you a bitch. Oh yeah, I've been there.
Wow.
Been there.
Wow.
Oh yeah, been there. And they still do it today. How'd she do it? She had a stroke. I don't believe it. She telling a lie. She ain't had no stroke. I don't believe nothing about none of that. They ain't won no awards. They ain't did this. Oh, yes, I hear it all. Talk about it. Talk about it. You got to have haters, and you know that's right.
And it's always your own.
It's always your own.
That's
always your own. It's always your own. They don't want to do our own. Our people will not do anything to move you forward. And I can't say that it's all of our people, but there's a bulk of them out there that will do. Where does that mentality come from? The mentality to tear you down rather than to lift you up. Where does that come from? Does that come from back in the plantation days when they showed the favoritism out in the fields and those that used to get to work up in the house and be the butlers and the maids? I mean, where does that come from? That mentality needs to be broken down, torn down right here, right now. Stop it already.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Exactly. And people need to realize when we lift each other up, it lifts everybody up. It helps everyone.
Oh my goodness gracious, Tina, I carry loving kindness inside of my heart for all people. I know that you do. I carry compassion for what our people happen to be going on and going through right now. That's why we on here screaming Black Lives Matter. Yeah, they do matter. They do matter.
Because we've been treated like it doesn't. That's why we say Black Lives Matter. I mean, it does matter. Everybody else, you get that. You already do that. It's like the English lesson. It's like if it's the majority, you don't have to really make a whole lot of notation to that. It's already assumed.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
So this ain't about you. Thank you for your support. We need you for your support, and we do love you. But yes, Black Lives Matter.
I heard an analogy concerning the Black Lives Matter, and it's like you got a house and I got a house. So your house is burning down and my house is okay. My house is cool. Do we need to sit back and just and let your house burn down? Or does it matter that we go over there and we all pull together and go and put this fire out? Or do we sit back and say, no, my house is cool, so I ain't got to go over there and worry about nothing going on with Tina's house. Let her house burn. Let it burn. I don't care. You know, that's a mentality that needs to stop. The Black lives that are being shot, the new way that we need to come up with in reference to, you know, if you break the law and the police comes up behind you, those blue lights are going on. I don't need to be freezing in my car to figure out if, wow, he's going to approach my car and am I going to end up dead? Or is he going to approach my car and actually treat me like I should be treated and talk to me about the law that I have been broken, write me a citation, and I can be on my way and the cop can be on his way. What is it? What is it? We walking around here in fear right now. We want to be able to respect our policemen. They got a job to do. I respect the job that they have to do. I do. But there's another way to come up with de-escalating these situations that they are involved in. And if you're not qualified to wear that badge, I just really do believe that there are some steps that they need to take in reference to their overall training. And somewhere along the line, please include a mental health awareness training somehow, psychological training somehow, before you put that badge on that policeman.
Exactly.
Please do that. Because
psychological and health
the position. I just do. I just do. But if I'm doing something wrong, I expect you to stop me. That's your job. But don't let me be thinking in my head, I'm going to end up dead.
Exactly.
Don't let me be thinking that. Because that's what the thinking is right now.
It is.
That's what it is right now.
It is.
It's what it is.
Really
I get stopped by a cop and they're going to have me on the ground. I'm going to be dead.
Yep. And just like some police officers may stop a person, they may assume they might be drunk, but they may be having some issues with their diabetes, or they could have cerebral palsy. And you know, and they have to be trained to recognize those things and not just automatically assume that it's something negative because it's a person of color. You know, they should
right now ain't nobody calm. Nobody is calm. Everybody's temps is high, and you know, people are doing their very best, I'm sure, to be obedient out there, but people are overall nervous. And I would say Blacks are nervous, whites are nervous, Latinos are nervous. A Latino just got shot the other day for what? For what?
Yeah.
I saw that on the news. There's got to be other ways, other methods, everybody. Don't know what they are. Don't know. I don't have all those answers. I'm willing to use my voice. I'm willing to be able to participate in a particular group or organization that's moving towards improvement in changing systemic racism and all that's going on around the world.
Exactly.
But there's family divisions, there's colors and all that divides. You know, where do we start with that conversation, Tina? Where do we even start with that?
Yeah.
You know, I would like to see our Black women not hide from that topic.
Exactly.
You know, if you're feeling it, you know, there needs to be a forum to actually talk about it.
Yeah. And I have to say this, you bring up Black women, you know, there's information that shows we're the least protected and most disrespected. Give us the same protection and respect as you do, come on, Black men, as you do women of other ethnicities. You'll treat them better than what you treat us.
Come on,
that
Tina.
gets old. And we love you. We love you. Why do you do that? At least get into your own head, be introspective as to why you do that, and stop. And stop.
And I believe if there was a man out there listening to this, they're going to say Black women need to change their overall attitudes and behaviors as well. The way that Black women actually talk to them and disrespect them. And it's always got to be the snaps of the finger and rolling that neck around and all. And that gets old to a man. Okay.
But what's so funny, other women of other ethnicities are copying and emulating that.
Thinking that that's okay. Yeah, that's
and they do it and it's accepted from them.
Yeah, well, yeah. A certain element actually does it. I've never been that. Never. Thank God. Hallelujah. Thank you. What about the pain? What about the pain that we feel when it comes to reaching higher, wanting to do better, reaching the most of our potential. But we go up, 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 up. But there seems to be a ceiling, limitations to how far we can go. The pain we
Yeah,
feel,
I would
you know.
say keep being consistent and persistent, because I still say, despite all the obstacles we experience, it actually makes us a whole lot stronger and very enduring. We can deal with stuff you know, without falling apart, because we can
Yeah,
handle a lot. It's hard, it gets tiresome, but
but there again, I saw a graph on television, like you say, handle a lot. We handle a lot, but we get sick handling a lot. We have
yeah,
more diabetes, we have more heart attacks, we have more strokes, we have more just overall stress in our lives,
yep,
just trying to make it.
just
When
trying
is
to
the
make
day
it.
going to come to where the Black household doesn't have to hold down two, three jobs just to live in a mediocre home? When
Yep,
you can, the white family can hold down basic careers, good careers, and it's okay for you to live in a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 house, and you don't carry the same stresses that we do. You ain't having the same heart
no,
attacks and diabetes as we do.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
When is it going to really show the equality that I deserve to live in a $300,000, $500,000 home too, just like you?
Without the
I,
stress.
I deserve that without the stress.
Yep,
Without the stress. So that goes back to the economics and being able to bring home the paycheck and all to be able to afford me those opportunities.
mm-hmm.
Living on this side of the tracks and you living on that side of the tracks, you getting the most benefits out of life. I'm having to live over here with the least, the poorest, and all in my community. I can't eat the right vegetables that I want to eat, but you can.
Yep,
Something's
mm-hmm.
wrong with that. And
Something's
you
wrong
can
with
live
that.
healthier and happier. And over here, I got to struggle. I can't even find an apple. I can't find lettuce. I can't
Yes,
find a tomato
exactly,
over here. I can't
exactly.
eat the right fruit that I should eat over here. Something's wrong with that divide. It's got to stop.
It's got to stop.
I am deserving of not a little bit, but I am deserving of all good, more than good, better than
Yes,
good. I am deserving of everything that you have. I
yes,
am. I
yes.
am.
And I think people need to understand, to help each other, push each other up. There's not any lack. The world is abundant and plentiful. We've been lied to and told that there's lack, which has created that ceiling, because somebody's afraid that somebody's going to get past and they're going to not have. It's like, but
Tell me
it's
about
not true. It's an illusion. The
sick
world,
and
the
tired,
universe is plentiful.
sick and tired of the haves and the have-nots. That's what this whole thing is all about. That's what
Yes.
it's all about. The haves and the have-nots. When we
Yep.
can all be put into that position to have. I realize in life, as I've met a variety of different type people across the board, there are some people that really strive for better, to
Mm-hmm.
be great in whatever their careers are. They strive for better in their educations. And I've seen people that have had the high school education and gone on to be awesome entrepreneurs and raising up their
Yes.
own businesses. And
Mm-hmm.
I've seen those that have gone on to get their doctorate in college and to raise up their careers in that way as well. But I've
Mm-hmm.
also seen those that um, you can go to have your high school education. You can also have a college degree. But I've
Mm-hmm.
seen people on both sides fall and falter and all,
Mm-hmm.
and not really reach for all of their potential. So there's good and bad. There's haves and
Yep.
have-nots on
Yep.
both sides in all races and what have you. So I see that and I get that. There's going to be some that are going to want to live in a tent on and be homeless, and
Yeah.
that's what your lifestyle is going to be. And there's going to be
Mm-hmm.
some that want to strive for that $500,000 million home and have the best that they can for their families or for themselves. So I see both sides, and
Mm-hmm.
I choose to be on the have side. I want to have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of those persons that strive for better, to be better. But I do know that there's been limitations put in front of me in my life
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to being able to go into the banks and be able to apply for that business loan. Who's
Yeah.
sitting behind that desk and who has the ink pen that makes that decision, yes or no? See,
Mm-hmm.
so
Exactly.
yeah, see, so the haves, they got all that. They got all the people in place that make all them things happen. Easy,
Yep. And then
easy.
what you have to remember with all of this said, if you're somebody that's developing yourself and not just materialistically, but spiritually, emotionally, everything will balance out. And I
Well,
think
you
what's
know what?
happening, a lot of people aren't doing that.
Well, you know what, Tina, our last issue on here, which is the pain we feel, and how we bring it to God, and how we take it to
Hmm.
church, how we turn on our music to relieve us of our pain, and how
Yeah.
we pray, 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 pray. We are a praying people, okay?
Yep. Hmm.
And yeah, we take all of our pain and we pour it all out to Father God. And, when I can only speak for myself when it comes to my relationship with my Father God, but I know that, when I am in church and when I'm hearing the word and when I'm reading the word, I read about his promises to me.
Hmm.
And his promises are so real and so true. And a lot of them have come true even since my stroke, and still coming true every
Hmm.
single day. But God promises all of us an overabundance, overflowing
Yes.
prosperity.
Hmm.
He does. He promises
Exactly.
that. And he means that for everybody.
Yes.
Everybody. But I,
Yes.
I take him literally. And I'm like, okay, now, come on, let's
Uh-huh.
go. Let's rock
Yeah.
and roll.
Yeah.
It's
Like I
me and you.
said, the universe is abundant.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Hmm.
is. Yes, it is. And I just hope and pray with, the opportunities and all that come about
Hmm.
throughout this. So for instance, we just had the blackout movement, and I'm going to read a part of their mantra, what they
Okay.
were asking for concerning the blackout movement.
Okay.
This is a platform right here with Renee and Tina, to where we bring forth great knowledge and all to everybody. And if you didn't understand what the blackout movement was all about, it's all about an awakening to be able to spend in our community, to spend in the Black community. We carry a 1.2 trillion in when it comes to spending, and 3.9 trillion in overall spending power.
Yes.
Ain't it
Yes.
something?
Hmm.
And so what the blackout movement was asking for was to stop being shot down in the streets. That was number one. Stop it. Stop being shot down in the
Yeah.
streets. Number two, they were asking that the racist legislation be purged from the books.
Hmm.
Number three,
Yes.
they were asking that the cancerous ideology that the country is founded on, that it be rooted out. Okay.
Hmm.
The next one, they were asking that we have equal opportunity to access funding, so that we
Yes.
can conduct business and practice group economics among ourselves. The
Hmm.
next thing that they were asking is that we are allowed to build in our own communities and industries. That's an easy ask,
Yes.
okay? And the
Yes.
last one that they were asking was to stop murdering our leaders, when all they're attempting to do is to unite us as a people.
Hmm.
That's it. And you can learn more by visiting blackoutday.org. They
Okay.
encourage everyone to buy black. Buy black.
Hmm.
Support your black businesses. Support. Be about the change that you say you want to see. Be about
Exactly.
it. Be
Exactly.
about it. Be about
Mm.
it.
Mm.
So, with that being said, Tina, I want to
Yes.
move on from the pain that we feel. I hope that we bless some people today,
Yes.
by tuning in to how I feel, how you feel.
Hmm.
Um, we just touched on a little bit of it, a little bit.
Yes.
Um,
And I want to say how we feel, all is healed. I accept that's done.
well, I'm wearing a bracelet today, and I don't know if you can see it on your end, but
Hmm.
I'm wearing my hope bracelet. It says hope
Okay. Okay.
on it,
Okay.
and I have hope, big hope,
Yes.
that all the negotiations and everything that's going on at the table concerning the
Hmm.
legislation and all, and corporate businesses and all, and people in general, that we
Yes.
all have a change of heart, that we all have this new vision in our minds, and we're really and truly going to be about it. I have hope. Have
Yeah.
hope.
We all have to love one another.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. And I genuinely do until you show me something else.
Mm.
I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't
That's
mean to do that.
yeah, you
But
know.
I genuinely do. I love
Hmm.
people overall. I was
Me
raised up
too.
that way to
Me
love
too.
people overall. I really was.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I want to wrap up the show. I want to go into reminding everybody that the Cameo Model Summer Camp is coming up. 7 weeks of power. It is coming, and you
Yeah.
still have an opportunity to really get involved. And we encourage you to patronize Black businesses, to be intentional, to buy Black, to buy Cameo. Come on,
Yes. There
and
you go.
the programming is really phenomenal. You're going to get a pro coach working with you. You're going to actually be able to understand the theory of working in runway and television commercials and fashion print.
Hmm.
It's actually going to include your free fashion photo shoot and a free skincare kit for you.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's a big, big,
Awesome.
big value, big value.
Awesome.
So we're encouraging everybody to take action, decide, and make a commitment, and you will really see success on the other side and getting into the fashion modeling acting industry. Let's have some fun this summer.
Yes.
Get involved with Cameo Models Summer Camp, 7 weeks of power. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on.
Yes.
Make a
Awesome.
decision and do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. So to recap, this was kind of a tough show, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
it was, it was kind of a release. You
Yes.
know, Tina?
Yes, it was.
Um,
Truly.
it was good. I had some. I don't know if I want to call it pressure, but I know I had people calling on me saying, "Miss Lacy, when you gonna speak up? When you gonna speak out? When you gonna talk about it?" Because I know, you're a
Hmm.
strong leader in the industry, and people look up to you, and they really, you know,
Yes.
um, are influenced by the things that you share and the things that Tina shares, and
Mm.
today was just the day
Yep.
to release a little bit. Um,
Truly.
but I'm gonna share with everybody. I follow a couple of people to continue to be educated, and that is important to me because I'm no big scholar on Black history, white history. I'm a woman that lives on this earth to achieve the very best that I can.
Hmm.
I consider myself an American. I'm an American. I don't consider myself a part of a particular race anymore. And listening to this, there's one race and there's a human race. And
Hmm.
people gonna feel you can shout me out on all of this all you want to, but I'm learning some things.
Hmm.
I'm learning some things. I am learning some things. I hope you are learning some things too. And the things I am learning is really helping me to understand how to love everybody on
Yeah.
a whole nother level.
Hmm.
Different from when I was raised up. It's
Yeah.
different now.
Hmm.
It's different, and I'm ready to adopt it into my life.
Yes.
I'm ready to adopt it into my life. Um, I'm not denouncing anybody. No, I'm not. That's
Mm-mm.
not what you hear.
Mm-mm.
Hear
Nope.
hear me clearly. Hear me clearly.
Mm-mm.
Um, but I'm excited about what is happening. Um, I'm excited to understand and know how people can love each other freely. A Black person
Yes.
can love a white person can love a Black person,
Mm-hmm.
or Latin person, a Chinese person, Asian person. You can love, 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 love. It
Mm-hmm.
conquers all. Love
Mm-hmm.
who your heart's desire. Love,
Yep.
love. Yes, love who your heart's desire, without
Yes.
having the fear of guess who's coming to dinner. Shoo.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
remember those days?
Exactly.
Remember those days? Yeah.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Love conquers
Yes.
all.
It
All,
does.
all, all. There is one race, everybody. If you listen to Jane Elliott, follow Jane Elliott. Oh, she'll lay it down to you real clear. Follow her. She'll let you know there's only one race, and it's the human
Mm-hmm.
race. It is the
Mm-hmm.
human race.
Yep.
And
Hugh man. Mm-hmm.
human. Girl, once we get that, Tina, girl, I think this earth is gonna soar. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yes.
indeed. Yes, indeed. So I thank everybody for tuning in and joining us
Yes.
on the Power Up Show with Renee and Tina. We love you all. And if
Mm-hmm.
you're looking for us, Tina, why don't you give them some contact information on Cameo Models International before we close?
Yes, you can visit us on our website, which is cameomodelonline.com. You see it at the bottom of the screen there. And you can
Mhm.
reach us at 202-427-9117 or 804-363-4210 to
Mhm.
contact us. Yeah, definitely. So feel free to call us, visit our website, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel and even like us on the Cameo Model CAMEO Models Internationale on the Facebook page too.
Do
And
that.
on the Instagram, go ahead and friend us there if you haven't already done so. So
Yes.
that way we're open door to everybody. Whoever want to learn to get their style and their fashion and build their confidence. Come on.
If y'all didn't hear me say it, I love you. I do.
Yes.
I
Yes,
do.
people. Yes, I love you
think
too. Yes, we do.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to know. I think sometimes white people be afraid to talk to you because of your experiences and stuff that you've been through. Those are my experiences, and I've overcome those experiences. I don't harbor anything negative or anything about it. They're my experiences. Tina has had her experiences, and we have experiences as a business, as a company overall. I don't harbor any grudges or anything. Like I said, we finished the show with, we're hoping for hope, new hope, and all that. New conversations will be started. Our friendships will be enriched by the things that we share, and you can feel free to share with us as well. Make sure you comment and all at the bottom, and everything. And if anybody wants to start an open forum with us, we'll consider that, and we'll come onto the forum, and we're glad to talk and share and everything. But yeah, please don't feel indifferent in any way. Don't.
Not
Renee
at
Lacy
all.
is the same as I was yesterday, and I'm gonna be better tomorrow. And that I get that straight from my Father God. He's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Okay, that's right.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. And that means He loves you yesterday. He loves you today. He gonna love you even better tomorrow. Okay.
Exactly.
That's how I like to look at that. I really, really do. My heart is big. My heart is large and in charge. And I carry big love for all of you all out there. We just gave you a little peek into our background and our history today. And it was our pleasure to be able to do so in reference to Black Lives Matter, because they do.
Yes, they do. And yet we do. Like we are. So we do. That doesn't mean I'm against anything else, but no, we matter.
We matter.
We're Black,
yes,
and we
indeed.
Matter.
Tina, you matter to me. You know that's right.
Yes, you definitely matter to me, Renee. That's for sure.
I know that's right.
Definitely.
I know that's right. Well, that's a good note to end on, and I'm going to go ahead and close out the show today. Thank you all again for joining us on Power Up with Renee and Tina. And as I close, I encourage everybody to always believe in yourself, to use your imagination and visualization to see your dreams coming true, and affirm the fact that ain't nothing and nobody going to stand in your way. I said it, nothing and nobody going to stand in your way. And last, use your enthusiasm. Tina and I laughed through this whole process. We keep our joy no matter what. Can't nobody steal your joy. Can't nobody be more enthusiastic about our platform than we are. So when you use your enthusiasm, watch out, because you can catch it from yourself. Absolutely.
Too true.
Can. Absolutely. You can. So Tina, I love you, girl. Thank you for
love you too, Renee.
And creating this fabulous platform on today. Ladies and gentlemen, Tina and I say good day to you. And you know what we always like to encourage you with. Here we go, Tina.
Yes. With everything you do, do it with excellence. Thank you.